Hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest Agile Nuggeteer video. I am joined by Zubin, the tech product and agile passionate CEO at Cprime. Hello, how are you, my friend?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Stuart.
Excellent. It was lovely to have you. I'm known to be walking around with crayons and pens. So on our latest Agile Nugget, it's got a little bit of a spin on AI. I thought I'd bring in an expert. So our latest Agile Nugget is Gen AI. Do what you do faster by partnering with your Gen AI Copilot. So my question for Zubin is, what are the benefits of looking at generative AI as a Copilot?
Look, I think generative AI is a game changer for building software, for writing software. It takes a lot of the grunt work and the manual tasks and remembering all the syntax out of the developer's hands. It allows you to get to essentially build a feature in minutes versus days and weeks. You turn around, and the best example I could use is usually you have senior developers that will think about what program or feature we need to build. They'll break it into pieces. They'll assign it to a developer, and the developer will go write the code. Come back to them a week later saying, here's my code. And then they'll go back and forth to, reviewing the code, adding features. What about these exceptions? What about that? Do we think about that? And that takes days and weeks. And that's why typically code takes a long time to build. In Gen AI, it's the developer can interact with the AI and say, hey, go write a piece of code that does this. And within 2 seconds, you've got now a piece of code. And then you can say, oh, actually, I forgot about these scenarios or these constraints, let's add that to it. And so you can go back and forth with the AI rewriting and writing your code. And in minutes, you're basically completing features that would take days and weeks. And because you have that kind of back and forth turnaround, it's a massive productivity gain and allows you to stay in context. So you're not context switching, which is a big problem with, why Agile's been so popular is it reduces context switching, just takes it even further.
I love that. We talk a lot, and we'll hopefully have other nuggets talking about being human and so forth. And so I love what you're saying. So it's allowing you to be more human and taking out the grunt work so you can focus on the things that you're good at. I love it. So tell me, what are the exciting things that we're doing around the Gen AI space?
Yeah, so we've launched a solution called Code Boost, which essentially takes 10 developers through a 10-week program. We bring in a set of tools, AI tools, bring best of breed, connect them together in a nice, secure manner. We teach the developers how to use the tools to write code. What are the best practices? We bring all of our learnings and best practices, and then we'll coach them through three sprints to get them to the end of the pilot. And we measure at the beginning. We baseline kind of productivity. We measure at the end, and what we're doing is we're guaranteeing that we're doubling the productivity. And what we're seeing is actually 300, 400, 500% improvements using the technology. And it's fantastic, right? It's a phenomenal outcome because customers are looking, especially in times right now, how do I get more out of my development teams? And this also allows developers to work on more complex things that are more interesting because it takes away trying to remember all the different syntax and spelling errors and whatever mistakes they have, or just some of the grunt work that they have to do to build code, and allows them to really think about the program in a more intelligent way and ensure that all the right aspects are included, as opposed to just typing out the specific words. So I think it's a complete game changer. Clients are right now it's very popular. We're getting a lot of interest and kicking off a number of pilots on this already. So it's very interesting times.
Exciting 2024. So taking out the grunt work, doubling on productivity, and just happier developers. Thank you, Zubin. Hopefully collaborate with you very soon.
Thanks, Stuart. Take care.